Up next, the Lakers taking on the Jazz. For Los Angeles, a chance to get a much-needed win here at home. A game that can change the course for their season. This could be the moment where they rise up. Jazz, Lakers, coming right up. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. Let's take a look at the numbers for Luka Doncic.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, in it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with MP. And it's Hayes in at the center position. All right, looking at the Utah Jazz, Shams, what do you think about trading All-Stars Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell back in 2022?
It's really rare for an NBA team to trade 2 All-Stars in one offseason, especially a team that was competing to go deep in the playoffs year after year after year. But they really believe, Kevin, that they got maximum value for both Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They're flush with draft picks. They've got young talent, young assets, and cap space moving forward. I really like and have confidence in their future.
Well, we know Gobert has made a difference with Minnesota. Mitchell seems to be making a difference with Cleveland. So you love the trades that work on all sides, don't you?
And Kevin, one thing you know about the front office in Utah is they're going to be completely aggressive moving forward to bring talent to Utah.
Well said.
We know Keontae George is an effective playmaker. He always seems to make the right decision with the ball.
Hachimura, no good. Outside, Markkanen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
One of the things about Markkanen's teammates, they encourage this guy to... be aggressive. They know how skilled he is.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Hachimura finds MP. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot.
Now, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Sexton's shot is good.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Hey, Shams, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
MP deciding where to go with it. And Hayes kicks to Hachimura. And he's good on the three ball. Hachimura's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is George. He has yet to score. James against Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Sexton for 3. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Here's James. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Outside Collins. Back to George. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Now here is George. Shoots over Doncic, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
No hesitation from Keontae George. Ball touches his fingers, he gets right into his motion.
James in the post. He's guarded by Markkanen.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can to make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Sexton.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Hodges with a screen on George. The shot's good from Hayes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Markkanen in the corner. Takes a three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, Markkanen sees an opportunity to make one of the easier threes in the NBA. That location in the corner, such valuable real estate.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 5. Over George. And it's Doncic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Against Washington, he was really on his game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Doncic. Putting up 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's... always somewhere around. The ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the late. And a switcher also for Utah. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. Now Clarkson, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. Markkanen sets the pick for Clarkson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
LeBron James on the wing. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens. happens so fast, but when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend.
365, 24/7.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
Now, here's Collins. Hachimura grabs the miss. LeBron James on the wing. Fires for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Jazz leading by 6. Outside Markkanen. And the Jazz, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Clarkson. Hodges the pass to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And that one good from Clarkson.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Clarkson. MV finds Vanderbilt. Kessler with the rebound. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of. Out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Hodges the pass to Hachimura. Now we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, but is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can. can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Olde.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against...
It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Left block shot on the way. A rebound by the Lakers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
You got a good one. LeBron James is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's MP in at the 2. MP dishes to LeBron. Misses from close range. Utah trailing here. All right, Johns, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been... doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game. Especially in the end.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very... much for the long game.
From 15 feet away, in the hoop for his 4th field goal. Four for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Doncic finds James. A 3. James connects from deep.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Clarkson. Again, the Jazz score. The Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Doncic looking it over to the paint. LeBron outside. Over Martin. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the left wing. Down low. And the rejection by James.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
James jackhammers it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And there's Supreme Dreams, very happy to be seeing the Lakers winning.
And he's a huge NBA fan, and he puts out some really funny basketball-related content as well.
Back to Collins. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your... It's like I'm talking to my teenage daughter. What is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin. I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a little high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way.
And he can't get the first one. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Collier. Good on the second free throw.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. Collins finds Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Kessler in the post. He's against Vanderbilt. Kessler setting the pick for George. Back to Kessler. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Doncic outside. No good on the three.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Outside Collins. Inside. Fades back. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Doncic passes to LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Keontae George picks one up.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
And the first one drops.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Hachimura is checked in for Los Angeles. Jake Milton comes in for Doncic. George passes to Kessler. Sexton with it. There's a screen by Collins. Sexton dishes to Collins. And that one, good.
A little relentless opportunity.
And the first half is now in the books. Jazz out in front. They lead by 14. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Jazz.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score, the defense can't tell what's coming. And the ball is certainly finding the open man.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Lauri Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so in the game for the Jazz, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the one spot. Sexton with the bounce pass.
Oh! With a little bit of style, John Collins up and off his feet.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Doncic against George. Pass to Hachimura. Misses the three.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's George. No good on the shot. Nice D from Doncic. Lakers trail by 16. Lakers passing it around. Oh, James flushes in the alley-oop.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
George against Doncic. George looking around. Markkanen a screen on Doncic. There's the lob to Markkanen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete, set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
Hodges the pass to Hayes. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
James against Markkanen. to George. And here's Sexton. And he converts the layup. Sexton's got 7.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
His third personal foul. First team foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Luka Doncic taking.
And he makes the first.
You often hear the phrase franchise player. When you think about Luka Doncic and the amount he controls the action, the MVP level play, he is the true definition of it.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Marking it into the lane. Doncic with the block.
Oh, Doncic says not now and not here. That is a tremendous defensive play.
MP finds Hachimura. James against Kessler. Three-pointer. Sexton grabs the board.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Kessler with the bucket. He's got 16.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Hachimura with a screen on Sexton. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, you've got to have an ability to be agile in pick and rolls, and Hachimura showing as a roller, I'm a problem.
Outside Collins. In the corner, George with it. Nobody around. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 17. Hachimura with a screen on Sexton. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 16.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, you can see how impactful Lauri Markkanen can be with that size and skill offensively. He is too good.
MP dishes to Doncic. And Hayes throws it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And George kicks to Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, D.A., that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. James looking it over. To the inside. And Hayes throws it down.
accomplish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
Outside, Sexton. Back to George. On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul.